Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode 165. This is reviewing episode number 945, Grudge over the Oshiruko. Luffy gets this situation, and the 992nd chapter of the manga, Remnants. This episode adapts from chapter number 947, pages 2 through 13. Yes, for something that is roughly like covering 11 pages, they did mostly a lot of expansion stuff. Excuse me. First episode starts off with Luffy trying to block a punch from Big Mom that sends him and Harold the Flower flying into the wall. But I think before that starts off with a bit of flashback to what happened during Sabaody. It's actually, well, it's mostly, even though it's mostly, if you look at it, it looks like a lot of stock footage. Mostly in the manga, it's a quick page. Here it takes up like a good couple minutes. But they actually almost the entire scene, and they actually reveal how he was able to remove Cammy's collar from her neck from that thing. So basically, he turns his hand into armor hockey. Excuse me. And he is able to basically crush the collar and remove it, throw it off, no problem. Yep. And Luffy reveals, so that's how Rayleigh was able to do it. And he reveals, though, despite his 2 years of training, he was never able to master that particular skill, but he's got a good gist of it down. And of course, then Luffy flying, and then of course, well, it's like he's still moving. Then Luffy starts being chased by Big Mom all over the prison, running into various characters who we probably will see in the next several episodes. And then of course, Chopper basically knows that Luffy can handle it. It's no problem. Kaku wants to help, but Chopper tells him no, let Luffy handle this. And they're basically all over the prison. Of course, Queen comes with the interesting idea. Okay, put a pot of ramen soup in the middle of the yard, like empty pot. Of course, they don't know it's an empty pot. And then trick Big Mom, and of course, he will basically headbutt her. She eats the red bean soup, and excuse me, he proceeds to head, and of course, well, she opens the pot and it's like, it's empty. And Luffy's like, no, I didn't eat that one. The one you beat. He's probably thinking, no, the one you beat up. That's the one I ate. That one I didn't eat. And then we see that she apparently start regaining her memory, seeing her kids with her kids, and some of the sweets from the whole cake, which some for the whole cake arc. Yeah, it's a bit of expansion, basically what they show in the manga. And the manga, it's a quick one panel thing. This is show for a couple images, and then the episode ends with look like though she's regaining memory. That's the episode ends. It's a pretty good episode. Definitely looking forward next week, which is beginning the end of Act 2 for the actual for this arc. Okay, moving on to new chapter of the manga. First, we have this cover image of the Straw Hats on one of those travel cruise ships, just eating some food. Yep, it takes the first 2 pages of the manga. Well, the chapter, anyways. And then we have a blank page here. Excuse me. Now, the chapter's called Remnants. The chapter starts off basically Big Mom explaining to Pespro that the alliance with Kai was her idea. He's like, sure it was. I'm sure it was. But we overachieved the King of Pirates. Of course I know that. Did you get him? He's like, well, that's a relief. And you see Mark like, oh, I see. In that case, despite your invitation to work together, is he a mutual goal to vanquish the Hokkaido? There's no more Pespro. And Big goes, oh, Marco, I thought you were there, but I thought you were better than this. Happy his whippersnappers. So sad how Whitebeard's remnants lost their ways. Sherman's thinking, I sure not been taking the meaning of the word remnants, Big Mom. You think the voice of Pops is still playing to his will? Everyone's left us free. He's like, that's right, Dad may give them orders. Do as you will. And then Kara runs off basically to probably go kill Pestro for what happened with Pedro. And then we see Luffy just run away, run basically try to go onward, like things. And then we see Subaru running away from Yamato. It's like, and then we see, I don't know who this is. Basically, some giant woman who's playing a guitar. And then we see Kaido still fighting. Basically, Kinemon and his forces. Yeah, the whole rest of the chapter is basically them versus Kaido. And they keep slashing him. Where his moves like Crimson Cat Dance, Kappa Style, River to Sea. And it turns out the attacks are basically hurting him. K9 Scourge, Fallen Snow Sheaths, Slicing Rounds. Like this is not like where fires just blast him. And doesn't do much of anything. Of course, Renzo basically chips in, basically says, "You blast breath." And then it looks like he does. Oh my gosh! It looks like he does Shadow Procession Jutsu, like Restoration. He does Blast Breath Restoration, which looks like Shadow Strangulation Jutsu. That's what it looks like to me. And he's strangling Kaido with it. How can I stop Kaido? So then everyone does to Odin, two sword style. Like they always say in invitation. And they slice right at a Paradise Togosta. And they slice right at the wound that Odin gave to him 20 years prior to the events of the series. Yep. Absolutely fantastic arc. Chapter. I'm going to give this chapter hopefully a 9 out of 10. Excellent chapter. Looking forward to next chapter, which next chapter comes out next week. Okay, so excuse me. That's it for Single Review. My next review for the new chapter of My Hero Academia, and then case closed. Then I'll worry about Boruto. Okay. See you in the next video. Bye.